We're back with Target Practice. As you guys know, this is our segment where we pull out different celebrity gossip. It was hot for the week. We talk about it. And this week, who's been getting on our nerves low-key, high-key, has been Miss Azealia Banks hating ass. And I'm not over it. I was on the fence for a minute because, so pretty much she started to attack Cardi B, saying things like, it's because she's light-skinned is why she's able to get away.
The initial thing, what started it was she called her illiterate, untalented rat.
Right.
You called Cardi B illiterate, what was it? Untalented rat?
I did.
God, she damn sure did. and it was because she was trying to say that. Yeah,
you don't know me like that.
What?
You don't know me like that.
That's fighting words hard.
Yo.
Fighting words hard. It's no taking that back. It's no taking that back. And she was trying to say, it's not like that. No, it is like that. You right. So, yeah, and that was in the interview of the Breakfast Club interview. Mm-hmm. And what she was trying to explain behind that was the fact that because she's, Cardi B is lighter skinned, she's able to kind of get away with being, I guess, more ratchet than a woman of, like, full color. Right. And it's a little bit, she said that she felt like Cardi B was playing like a caricature of a black woman.
Wow.
She's a caricature of everything society tells black women not to be.
Exactly. Exactly. And, in one retrospect, I could kind of understand it and I could kind of agree. But I feel like attacking Cardi B specifically for it is like where she's wrong. It's one thing to make it a general statement because in society it is kind of true that, someone that of lighter skin will get away with more than someone of actual black woman of darker skin tone and things like that. Like, off rip we get judged a little bit faster. So I get where she's coming from, but it's like to attack Cardi B, that is just genuinely who she is. Right. That's always been who she was, and she says over and over she didn't go running for fame, and you can see it. She wasn't running for fame. They chose her. We all chose her. Society chose her. So to attack her personally,
the president chose her.
Right? Exactly.
Right? She's certified.
Exactly. I think with Azealia Banks, she gets mad at the fact that society chooses certain people to make.
She's stuck.
Right, and she's stuck. Ooh. That's really what it. That's really what it is. Ooh. That's really what it is. So since
let that cat out that bag.
So it was a lot of back and forth. Cardi B even turned off her Instagram. Due to that.
That's facts though.
But Cardi B, she shut down her Instagram for a little bit because she's pregnant. She don't need that type of stress in her life, and that was a smart move. But what are your thoughts? Why do you feel like, first off, Azealia Banks keeps attacking these people? Because, the next person was, of course, Teyanna Taylor, but we're going to get into that part. Let's keep it at the Cardi B first. Like, what do you guys feel like?
I just feel like sis just mad at her career that is stagnant, man.
Do you feel like it was any truth, though, to what she was saying?
Nah, you can't knock somebody for being them. Like, how can you take someone for being authentic? You know what I'm saying? Cardi, listen, I knew Cardi before she even became that. I used to go into Sue's and shit like that, Cincinnati and all that, and see her in there dancing, you know what I'm saying? And that chick is A1 from the floor up, she's A1. And just the way she is A. She's not screaming fake blood, she actually is blood. And the reason why I know that is because I was active in the time when she was doing, so it's like, it's nothing, she's from the South Bronx, but you can't knock someone from, the chick has intelligence about her. Don't get it twisted. Right. But she does has her, her character is, I'm just this free person. Mm-hmm. You can't knock that, not because, Azealia want to be black and English, whatever the fuck she is. I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? You can't come. I just feel like Shorty stay bashing somebody about something, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Did she ever turn around and try to bash herself?
Yeah.
Bash herself.
She's gonna run out of people. Bash herself.
She's either that or she's gonna run into the right person, or she may just run into Cardi after she's pregnant.
I think that's gonna happen.
And then that would be some shit.
She ran into a wall today when she started talking about my sis.
Okay.
My twin. Teyanna Taylor, she right. Stopped her right in her tracks.
But real quick, what do you feel about Cardi B's assistant though, kind of responding in Cardi B's place? Because I feel like it's starting to become a battle of like who has more intellect and make their argument sound better. And so eventually you saw that the publicist ended up taking over. Do you feel like Cardi B should have just stuck to her guns and kind of kept her, you know, just, so what? This is how I am. Maybe my grammar is bad, but I'm still going to attack you the way I know how to. Versus her publicist kind of taking over.
Let me start from the beginning. Because I was so ready for this topic, so much so that I had a premature conversation
in the bathroom, like
over Instagram.
Because
I had to talk to myself a little bit.
Be like that.
I had to talk to some friends because
like
I really,
like that.
I was triggered. Okay, I was triggered because I feel like not that I exactly, you know, emulate Cardi's character and her personality and everything like that, but my personality is out of the box and eccentric like hers. Like I talk how I talk, I walk how I walk, and I live the way that I live freely. And I don't I know who the fuck I am. Can't nobody tell me who I am. And for growing up or whatever, I've had people, I was saying this on Instagram, like my family and stuff like that, or like people around me, like, yo, you're mad ghetto, or like talk about behind my back or whatever, you're mad ghetto, you're mad loud, why do you gotta do this, why you gotta talk like that, but it's like, shut the fuck up.
Right, like, what?
Shut the fuck
so
up.
What?
You don't know me like that, I will take my wig off right now. Okay.
Come on, right about this motherfucker,
yes, girl. It ain't glued on. It ain't glued on.
It's on by the grace of God, but
church. First off, let me.
But like stuff like that, like my point on Instagram was, and it's not even so much of the Azealia Banks and the Cardi, it's just the person who Azealia Banks is in that moment and in that context, and who Cardi is in that context.
Right.
And I've been Cardi in that situation where I've had people like, talking about me, how talking, how to, yeah, even how I dress, like colorful and just out there, whatever. Like, I'm a swaggy motherfucker, okay?
Swagoo.
The way I talk, the way I walk, the way I do things, that's my swag. Everybody has their own swag and their own way of doing things. Don't knock me because people are attracted to my personality more than yours. Don't knock me because I'm living freely and you're still trying to figure out what the fuck you got going on. Don't knock me because you're unhappy and you see my energy, you see my spirit, and there's something about that you envy. That's really what it comes down to.
Yep.
I've been through a lot of shit in my life, just like Cardi's been through a lot of shit in her life. But at the end of the day, the difference between us and Azealia Banks is that we can talk about it. We can live in our truth. If you ask me a question about what the fuck happened to me back in, you know, whatever, I'll tell you. Like, accepting that part of me allows me to be myself. And Azealia Banks, I think that she is very talented. I personally like her music. I've been bumping her since day one, 1991. Fantasy.
It's 2091.
No, broke with a sense of taste, Slazy. Like I love her music. Like I really think that she's dope. Like her pen game is crazy, and her creativity is just on another level. But
she lets her personality get in the way of her.
Her personality definitely gets in the way of her, and the fact that she comes from a lot of shit. She was abused. She comes from an abusive household where she was abused, her sister was abused, and she just has a lot of trauma. All of that shit is her trauma talking. When she's bashing women, it's in a sense she's becoming her abuser now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
speak on it.
you can't live like that. You can't live like that.
We're just gonna make sure we add her so she can get her blessings through this video.
Seriously though, you know I like to drop a little gems with my ratchet.
Because I thought it was interesting too that she was attacking Cardi for the way she speaks, but you know, Azealia, I remember in an interview I think she did with Hot 97, she had this whole Spanish accent and she explained that it came from the fact that she lived in Harlem and she grew up around mad Hispanics and stuff. So it was like you too adapted to the language that you were around. Your environment. So for you to now use that same energy now and
because she's using the Queen's English
now. Because she wasn't speaking like that.
Because your ass live in England.
Right, and
I moved to England for 6 months. You best believe I come back talking like you shit.
I'm doing that after 1 hour being England. Pip pip Cheerios.
Pip Cheerios.
That's how you can pick up bitches, huh? That's what it is. Okay. We got to the bottom of this now.
You got international bitches.
Oh.
It ain't right.
You got those bloody shoes on.
You from
I like
Jamaica.
that.
Okay, we got it now.
Yo, son.
But nah, it breaks my heart though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Azealia Banks could take herself to the next level. The route that you chose was to go pop overseas
Right.
and then come
Right.
back because people wasn't feeling you over here.
Over here.
That was your choice, and now you're not going to bridge that gap or take that next step
Not
because
like that.
everybody over here you bashing,
You X'd out,
and
yeah.
it's black women that you're
It's
bashing.
your own people.
She be on Instagram trolling, calling people tar babies and all of this, but then you're talking about Cardi. That
And
makes
she's
no
talking
sense
about
to me.
That's
women
wild.
empowerment, us trying to be better as women and coming together.
Right.
It's
But
like she's
anytime-
contradicting herself.
Anytime the media has
real
a
retarded.
black woman in the forefront, that's the person she chooses to attack.
And she's flip flopping
That's
because
really
she
what
was
it-
all
what
for
it comes
Cardi
down
B,
to.
dancing to her songs.
I think she low-key white.
She she was sent from
I think
somebody
that shit.
Trump.
I think that's.
She must have sent her because
She has identity issues, and that's because of the trauma that she has not dealt with. She don't know how to deal with it. That's really what it comes down to.
And she tried your girl Teyanna Taylor, and Teyanna
Yo.
Taylor gave her those receipts.
Oh my God.
Okay.
When I tell you, I was planning on coming here and really like wilding on sis. And then
Like in the
a
kid
part
like
of me-
this, so Azealia.
Oh, so what's good?
What up, though?
So what's good though? But then I was just like, the godly side of me. Or whatever.
Like, let me just
It's
talk
like
to her.
she's just her. She's.
Follow the dog and take for yourself.
But then she played herself when she tried to come for TT.
Right.
And in that moment,
That's where I was over it.
basically she was trying to say that Teyanna Taylor stole choreo from one of her friends. They all know each other. Stole choreo from one of her friends and did not give him the credit or pay him or whatever. He had to go get lawyers. Now that wasn't true, sis. Like at the end of the day, if you're gonna talk about something, granted, you might not always have the bigger picture, but be ready for the reaction. Because you
Right.
cannot control anybody else's reaction.
Right.
You cannot control this. And you picked the right one at the right time. Because
was
Teyanna
not with
pulls
it.
up all the receipts. And me and Slim being Teyanna Taylor fans since
Yes.
day one,
Yes.
I know exactly what choreo they talking about.
Yep.
And I know exactly who it belongs to. They made it together, Azealia
Yep.
Banks.
Yep.
If you want your friend to come up, you are not the person to help him because you don't know how to do that. Your marketing is trash. Over here, at least. In the US, your marketing is trash. You have no standing over here. So you trying to use that to get him some type of clout? Dub. Dub.
Man.
You about to mess up his whole career.
Yeah, because
Because
now
of that dumb
nobody-
shit. Like, for what?
Yep. Especially if his name already wasn't that big to where people can automatically be like, oh, and identify him as whatever. It's like now you put his whole.
Nah, his name is big on some stupid shit.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
If you really want to help
And TT
him,
made her name off of whatever choreography they're talking about. So
Right.
off rip, they're gonna be like, shut up. I was like,
you
man,
was just number 2.
Right.
Right. Whether he was number 1 or not, it just looked like he was number 2 now at this point. Because Teyanna Taylor, it took her a long time to get to where she's at right now.
Yes,
And
it
I be
did.
damn. You ain't somebody trying to take that a whip up.
Feel me? Sweet 16. I was
Got
out
it.
with TT.
Got it. Google her, baby. Google her, baby. Nah, but AB, son, I think you're talented. I think you dope. Back in the day, I think you need therapy, and I need everybody around you to stop being yes men and telling you that what you doing is
She might
okay.
need to smoke a blunt or two.
Because granted, a messy bitch is a messy bitch. Like, living your truth. But you talking about women empowerment, and then every time we have a black woman in the forefront of media, entertainment, music, and you decide to tear that person down, like, sis, throwing some Taylor Swifts. Throwing some Taylor Swifts.
Yeah.
Throwing some Molly the Maids.
Yeah.
Throwing some rainbows.
Leave
Like,
us alone.
like create more of a platform for yourself. Like, if you gonna be messy, bitch, do
Be
what
all
Kaya
over.
did. Do what Kaya did. Just be a whole messy bitch. Don't come
for a
for
mess.
just us,
Making her back.
and then try to act like you're coming to back for us. No, I don't believe you. You need more people. Bitch, nah.
The Spotify thing.
Okay, so Spotify, And it had to be cleared up because originally everybody thought that Spotify was getting rid of all of R.Kelly and XXXtencion's music from their platform. But what it is that they're taking it out of playlists. So you can still stream it, but it won't be on playlists like Rap Caviar, Discover Weekly, and all that other good stuff.
So what was the reason for that?
Because of the allegations against them.
Okay.
So the drama is a lot of people feel like there are people who are convicted felons, like people convicted rapists, convicted this, convicted that, and their music hasn't been pulled or they haven't had
the they though? Or they're part of the they? Because,
all we know... All we know is that R.Kelly and XXXXXX.
Damn! That shit.
6X. Right. Is their music is being, taken out of the playlist. But, I mean, you gotta understand, it's all about media attention too. Like, R. Kelly has a lot of media attention, and his allegations are OD.
Yeah.
Like, his allegations are OD. So, I know a lot of people who feel like R. Kelly is canceled down. They will no longer be stepping in the name of love. Slow grinding is quiet.
It's quiet for that.
It's quiet for that.
I think also we're in a time where, because it's been so much of like sexual allegations, this and all that type of stuff, now companies are just like trying to nip it in the butt now, and they're not trying to tolerate it because they'll hide the case and all these things where the things are getting ignored and then they get blown up later and then everyone involved gets backfired. So I think now they're just like, nah. Any allegations now moving forward, is a wrap. So I think if anything too, they probably got caught up in the time more than anything versus maybe it being a race issue.
Right. Yeah, I think they're just a product of social media right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's some others that have done crazy things that we don't know about because, not a lot of people listen to Z100 and the AM stations or whatever. So we don't really know what's going on in that world all the time. We just know what's going on with us. But it would be kind of fair if some other people did get pulled from playlists and stuff like that. I mean,
if you're going to go through the list. I thought they were planning people to put it out there too.
I thought they were planning to pull I think what they were trying to say, like derogatory music. Like when I was reading, they were trying to like take down artists like that are like rapping about, I guess, like drugs and
booty holes
and like violence and shit like that. But I'm like, so then I thought to myself like, well, there will be no more.
Yeah, because that also
hip hop is done then.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, but it's probably just.
I think what it is like in an incriminating sense. Mm-hmm. Like, granted, a lot of rappers rap about gang life, shoot 'em up, bang bang, blah 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 blah. Product of that, Bobby Shmurda,
right?
And his
even TK.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that's been a product of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it's just a thin line between freedom of speech and incrimination.
And talking, it's like you just a whole dummy.
Right. Like
there is no remission, man. It's a fact.
You gotta see the what you call it? The time span where your case
right. Where you at with your case? Like, come on.
What's it called? What's that time span called? Damn, I forget. Yes, the statute of limitations.
Okay, yeah.
Yo, if you gonna drop something, look at the statute of limitations on that crime.
Like lemon law, it's true. Like the lemon law and all that shit.
Yeah, because if it's the past, it's the past. But if it's an ongoing situation, like you still got the bodies in your car, you gotta really relax.
Yo, let me go on that track, boy. Them niggas still in the car. But then we say talk it like you live it, and then we kind of are like, damn, they're done for talking like they live it. I wasn't one of them, so.
I didn't say that.
Right.
Don't kill nobody on my block and then write about it. Right. I'm cool.
There's a dude.
I'm more of a fan of growth.
Right.
I'm more of a fan of growth. I'm more of a fan of the process.
Right.
I like to see where you came from, but I want to see where you at right now. What you gonna do for us now? You know what I'm saying? Like how, like even Azealia Banks' point, like how are you pushing the pen? Like how are you, helping the culture in that sense.
Right.
I think that's more of a
something I pay attention to. For you, do you feel like you would more so speak on your actual life, or just you feel like that's silly?
To speak on your life?
Yeah, like too in detail like that. You could possibly incriminate yourself.
Yeah, that you don't want to do that. You don't want to put your
right.
You don't want to put your foot in your mouth like that.
Right.
Because you could end your own career. So in that matter, you don't want to do and you can talk about detailed things in your life because there's people that can relate. There are people that they may feel like, wow, I didn't think of this and think of it this way, or I didn't look at it this way, X, Y, and Z. But when it gets in depth like that, you don't want to really play them type of games because that's like a line right there that
it's a gamble.
It's a gamble,
TK said, I ain't beat the case, so I had to do the race. Next thing you know, he booked for double homicide. Right. Wait a minute.
I really didn't even know that until recently, too. That's the sad part.
And that's the craziness about that. Like, it's like, cats come out and talk all that shit about, like that shit is actually cool. Like, my nigga, listen, that shit is not cool.
Right.
The fucking fact that, like, ain't nothing to freaking celebrate about you catching a case.
Right, and then thinking you went the wrong way.
It's not fun, and it's not cheap.
And it's not cheap. And I'm saying that because I didn't listen. My rap sheet is retarded. So, however, I am very thankful and very, 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 very much proud of myself for the fact that I have, and for the fact that I have the people that I have around me now, especially my whole team. Make sure I stay on point.
Make sure you
at all times. Before you go. But that's facts though. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta be very careful because you don't want to mess up. You don't want to fuck up sponsorship money. You don't want to. It's like mad stuff that comes with this. You know what I'm saying? That you want to. That's what keeps you afloat. The industry ain't really making no money like that. So the sponsorships and the big deals that you can land with these people, you want to keep those. You know what I'm saying? Corporate America does not deal with thugs. That's just simple as it is. Corporate America does not deal with thugs. They're not about that type of smoke. The moment that comes to them, their doors close and they don't want to have nothing to do with you, yo. So that's why you see a lot of the thugness and all the gangster shit that's going on now is starting to come to a calm. Even though you got a few niggas that's gonna still play the tough role, probably that's just how they are. But it's coming to a calm more than like how it was before. It's totally different. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because corporate don't want to do that shit. So I don't see what the niggas want to dance and like
crazy.
Artists forget that they're a whole business.
Right.
Yeah, now you become a liability.
You're a liability. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that man this company's put money into you. When you mess up that money, that's their money that just messed up. Now you are you don't have no use for you.
Right. And then you're gonna be knocking on the label door like, yo, can you play these roles? I need that.
And even then shit. And even then shit. They ain't paying nothing.
That's a fact.
Nothing.
They're like, the number you have reached.
The only thing you see coming to your crib is an invoice of what you owe.
Right.
Nigga, I'm trying to get money to get out of shit right now. You sending me what I owe?
Right. Yeah. Now you in debt.
Lesson learned, artists. But on to Bitch Diaries now. This is our segment where we come up with questions that are true to us. Or, random questions that we probably see on like Facebook or something like that we'll ask about. And lately the trending topic seems to be like, do black women date nerds? So Jaleel White actually saw on Facebook it was a statement that went viral, and a young black male was saying like, well, the reason why we end up dating white women most of the time is because when we were the nerds that were playing Pokemon and etc. Black women paid us no mind. Y'all didn't like the quiet, quirky black guy. And then even Jaleel White now kind of seemed to have agreed on some level because he came out with a statement saying like, when as a geek and things like that, or at his prime because he wasn't making the type of money, or he was like the cornball.
He wasn't hood.
Yeah, he wasn't hood. The black women weren't paying him any type of mind. He felt like all the popping black women that he would have wanted were the ones chasing the guys.
That was sparked by Peppa because Pepper admitted that she dubbed Will Smith because he was too good.
And I was gonna touch. I swear to y'all, I was gonna touch on that because here's the problem with that, right? And I'm gonna be honest. Like,
yo, speak your piece.
The problem is with that is that sometimes, and men do it too. You have something great in front of you right here and look right past it.
Yeah.
A lot of times, it's not all the time.
Me, I'm here.
People have this fantasy of. Listen, people got this fantasy, this fucking dream, like this whole reality, this dreamland shit that they got going on. That you're supposed to be with the baddest joint right here. Your man is supposed to look like this.
Supposed to be the toughest guy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like even when you order something from a store and it comes in a package, 9 out of 10 times that package somewhat has a default going on with it.
Yeah.
You take out a pair of kicks, whether it's like one feet is like little off, the lace something. Nothing is never going to be perfect. It can't be. The world ain't perfect. So it's impossible for something to be perfect for you to feel like, yeah, this is the ideal thing. This is what I want. The ideal thing for you is what you can tolerate. Yeah. And I always feel that way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's not awful. Yeah, like, yo, like, all right, so what if you come across a fine ass nigga, or you come across a fine ass woman, and that person is ideal for you? Then that's good. Great. Lucky you. But then you have the people that are okay looking, or a woman that's okay looking, a man that's okay looking, and it's like, but yo, truthfully, that may be the realest thing that you came across.
Right.
You look right past that.
You
look right past that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to mean, a lot of illiterate niggas take that shit as, even illiterate women too, they take that shit as, oh yeah, Pop, you gonna give me the Birkin bag, or you gonna give me this. And it's really like, nah, man, let me upgrade your mind. Let me stimulate that mental for you, because
let me give you what you need.
Right.
As the strongest as I am, you get what I'm saying? It's like, we balance each other now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, there you go. You have that I forgot what you call that scale, that balance scale. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's like, when I can't do what I can't, you know what I'm saying? You can. You know what I'm saying? You could cover that for me. You know what I'm saying? When I can't, when you can't, I got you. And that's just really what it comes down to. So I feel like,
But do you feel like black women are the ones that are more picky? Because this seems to be targeted towards
what it is
black
that
women.
Black women are more independent now, more than ever. So the problem with that is that a woman now is gonna look at niggas as if, and I'm speaking in layman terms, because really what it is in the urban community, especially as minorities, a black woman's looking at a nigga like, nigga, I'm pushing my own Benz right now, I'm pushing this, I'm doing this. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. It's very rare now, like back in the end, men, like, I'm gonna speak on that too. Men fuck that up as well, because why? Niggas become hobos. What happened? Not homos, hobos. Because what happened is, a nigga will be doing bad. And it's expected everybody go through their shit. A nigga will be doing bad, come across a woman that got her shit together doing her thing, and do what? Drive that woman into the fucking floor.
Want to leech on her. Yeah.
Right? As opposed to getting yourself together, that woman is holding a firm ground for you to actually build yourself up. So why not use that as
act like a fucking baby now.
Right.
And I gotta breastfeed you and
niggas
shit.
Niggas is gonna cheat. They gonna do what they do regardless of what. But the fact of the matter is that, my nigga, you can't be cheating on your woman when you don't have a pot to piss in. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
So when can you cheat?
I'm not saying it's never right to cheat. Yo, I'm gonna keep it on it. It's never it never is, but it happens.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. It's never right to cheat, but it happens. And it's vice versa. That don't mean women don't cheat. And you know what I'm saying? But it's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, yo, yeah, if you are gonna cheat, it's like, at least, my nigga, make sure you got your shit together at least before. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like, I'm never a person of, if someone does something for you, if someone take you out of a hole and put you here, and you know what I'm saying, and now y'all are living, it's like, why not create the unionship with that person, that particular person, as opposed to jumping off and go build that shit somewhere else. Then that person turns around and fuck you. Then the problem is, it's like, some women get caught up in the fact of that, like, they're so, like, and it's like, yo, y'all go through so much sometimes. It's like, y'all looking at it like, yo, I'ma diss this nigga before he shit on me. And then what happened is, maybe just maybe that nigga was actually there for the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And because, you know, you're kind of caught up in that, I'm tired of niggas just trying to put me down or play me. I'm fucking this nigga over before he think he gonna do it. Mm-hmm. Now you got a nigga sitting there with his heart in his hand and
bitch, Tina that broke his heart in 5th grade. Now everybody's smiling after that.
Now this nigga becomes savage, and I don't feel like that's a reason for you to blame that on savagery. You know what I'm saying? For you to become, because shit happens, man. You know,
do you feel like black women are more materialistic though than?
Nah, I don't say that. I feel like niggas are too. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? We all are, you know what I'm saying? Materialistic. You know, it's like I don't feel like you should fucking work, bust your ass to fucking be penny pinching. Right. Like, I honestly don't feel that. Don't blow your fucking money. Don't go live in a freaking hole in the wall because you want to live above your means and buy Gucci and this and drive the fattest car but live in the projects. Mm-hmm. I don't tolerate them type of things, but I feel like, yo, you have a savings, or if you have something, you know, you have money that you can fall back on for a rainy day. If you treat yourself,
swag out.
You know what I'm saying? Swag out. Do what you do. That's what you work for. What the fuck? You die after all that money's going. Where that money gonna go? It's gonna go right to the government.
That's true. I mean, I feel like based off the statement a little bit, like, you know, it's not that we don't date nerds per se. I feel like black women do like a certain type of swag. We like a guy, I guess, that feels confident within himself. So if you are that quiet guy playing cards in the side, we're kind of gonna overlook you. Now, if you the baddest Pokemon player that ain't love it, then we're gonna
like
be
Pikachu,
more.
come in.
Yeah, like then I choose you. Okay, right. I think it's less about the fact that, you know, black men or the ones that were nerds. I feel like it's less about the fact that they were nerds more than it was a lack of confidence. You know, us, we like security. We like to feel someone that's gonna, especially growing up where we grew up, no shade. I can't walk through pink houses in the hood with someone that has a bag full of cards and can't defend me. So I think that plays a part in why some black women might not really be too interested
I don't know for that though.
Nerdy black guy.
I think you need to find a woman that deals with cards in the book bag and shit. Like, I don't.
It's somebody for everybody.
I think that's what you're right. That's what it is. It's a match. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, you're not gonna fucking deal with somebody that it's just a match, yo.
But he felt offended. You know what I'm saying? He felt like
he was chasing Laura, like
right. And I feel like that's the thing too. I feel like why would he sit here and like, if anything, that's a gift to you. Right. Like, you know, if these type of women didn't want you, then maybe they're not for you. Right. And that's just what it is. Stop chasing. And I feel like that's a problem with a lot of black men, and they try to blame us for it. And it's like they'll chase behind what's just not even good for them. And it doesn't mean that it's all black women. You're trying to chase after the wrong type of black women.
So
there's
can I ask you
black women that are
so,
I'm different because I actually like weirdos.
Right. That's what I was that though?
I don't think nothing is wrong with a weirdo though.
I'm very.
You got weird women, like you got dorky women. You got women that are bobbleheads. That's what I call them because they're just like ditzy. But that doesn't mean that you cannot find. Like, yo, I'm telling you, man. I just feel like love itself is based off of tolerance. It's what you can tolerate from someone, yo. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, this person is dorky as fuck. If you can tolerate the dorkiness, nigga, that's you. If you can tolerate, fuck what anybody else say. If you can tolerate your man wearing a book bag with fucking Pokemon cards,
right?
Yes, I could.
You feel me? Like, I don't, it's you know what I'm saying? It's different for some people. You know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, it's just all about tolerance. You may hate the fact that this nigga puts his fucking dirty ass socks right there in the corner. My nigga, stop putting your fucking socks there.
And that's you're not gonna
take right. You're not gonna take that from any nigga. But guess what? It may be that one nigga for some reason you take that shit from.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like, oh my god, his socks.
Right.
Right.
He stopped doing it, and all of a sudden, y'all break up and y'all leave. He splits and you like, I miss that nigga throwing his fucking socks.
Yeah, right. That's true. Now I'm about to just throw my socks in the corner and pretend it's
But that's just the gist of that shit. I just feel like with black women and the black man, it's just that black woman. Alright, so it's like this. They, you know, y'all want the swag. Mm-hmm. Y'all want a nigga that's on his shit. Whatever the case may be. That don't mean that a nigga that's weird or dorky can't be on his shit.
Let me tell you.
Exactly.
Stories.
And it's the same shit, and it's vice versa.
Exactly. Yo, what do what's your take? You feel like black women ignore nerdy men or whatever?
I don't know about all black women. I don't know about this black woman right here. I love me a nerd because at the end of the day, I feel like it's the yin and the yang, the balance. Because on the outside, I look like some hood booger, whatever case may be. Like I smack in your face and curse your mother out type of person or whatever. And then you got me paired with somebody who look like he can't fight, wears glasses, whatever. I like that. Like, I'm dead attracted to that. Like, I like stuff like that because at the end of the day, on the inside, people don't know I'm dead a nerd.
Right.
I'm dead a nerd. I'm mad ditzy. I'm mad goofy. I like to, like, do funny stuff. And the guys that I like play video games all day, used to have Yu-Gi-Oh cards and all of this stuff. Like, they just anime heads and all of this.
Right.
And it's just what I'm attracted to because I know there's layers to people.
Right.
And I know that when you get around certain people, like your energy brings something out of them. Mm-hmm. So when you're around me, I might bring out your hood and your this and your that or whatever because I mean, side. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then you're bringing out my more playful, my dorkier side, my intellect or whatever. I feel like that's what it is. But where it becomes a problem is the nerds that like to assert their intelligence. And because I talk the way that I talk and I am the way that I am, you assume that I'm not intelligent.
I've dealt with that a lot.
When I start dropping some shit on you and I start using big words, then you like, first of all,
and then it becomes a competition.
First of all, that's not how that is. Bitch, first of all, Google. Number one, dictionary.
Right.
Like, a lot of people don't know, like, I used to read dictionaries through the whole summer. I used to have to read the dictionary front to back. Like, you know how people read the Bible? I used to have to read the dictionary, the thesaurus and all of that. Feel me? So I know a couple words. I just like to say bitch a lot, okay?
No, but that was one of the biggest responses I was hearing from black women, that it's like, when we did try to date the nerdy guy, it was like, it felt like a competition throughout the whole relationship because they want to force their intellect on you as if you're not intellectual enough. And I feel like that's judgment on their part also to assume that we're somehow we don't know certain things. We're not intellectual enough.
And then the fact that I am the way that I am and I attract a lot of people, whatever, with my style and everything. So now you're looking at me and you're just like, oh, you like to be in the spotlight, like
and then
all these dudes on your dick and all of this. Mind you, I don't even like attention. I dead don't like attention. Like you see me right now, like I be like to myself, type shit. People talk and they chat, whatever case may be, but I will entertain you in front of your face, but at the end of the day, when I go home, I'm not thinking about you. I don't think about none of y'all. And then it's not a lot of guys who could deal with that, with somebody being in the limelight. Even though I'm letting you know, like, bro, I dead don't care about nobody. Like, it's all about you. I'll be at shows talking about you. I'll be here talking about you. Like, you come up all the time. That's where my interests are. You don't believe me because that's not what you see.
Exactly.
And you're not allowing yourself to believe that because of your own insecurities.
Exactly.
It's as opposed to just looking at it as a balance. Like, I'm lit outside of here, and I'm gonna take you with me wherever I go, and I'm gonna big you up so you could be in the limelight too. And I'm crying. Oh, shout out to Jen. Oh, sorry.
Hi, Jen.
Jen was saying it's muffled. I have my hand on speaker. But yeah, Jen said he used to play Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, and now he got a whole wife. Swagger comes in different shades. That's a fact.
Exactly. I just would like, you know, my suggestion to black men also, like, don't stop boxing all black women because we are so much more than just the love and hip hop bullshit. And, you know, we really, it's so many different various black women. Like, let's keep it real. We have the nerd black women and all that type of stuff. So it's no reason to box it. So if you didn't find that type of black woman, you know, that was into your nerdy side, maybe get out the hood a little bit because it's just a lot of God, right? And then just go different places. Explore different places. Go to like a little day party. There's so many different type of like worker girls in there, and like just change up your environment though ultimately, and stop boxing this because it's so many different type of black women. Because every time a black man says, "Oh, I can't find this," there's a black woman like, "Well, I'm that and I can't find that." Right. So do your homework.
There's Christian Mingle.
I just want y'all to know. I just want y'all to know. I am Wakanda forever.
But that plays a part to what we were talking about about the other time with interracial dating or whatever case it be, and
Right.
why I said I wasn't necessarily, I never see myself with the white man or like whatever case it be, because black people do come in all shapes and sizes. Like if I want me a Chinese guy, I'm gonna find me a chunky out black man.
Hello. But this is it for Bitch Diaries. Thank you for having. Thank you for having us. Well, thank you for having us. You're about to kick us out.
Like I'm the one.
Thank you for coming in, B Morgan. You know, again, let us know where we can find you.
You can find me at IMB Morgan on everything.
And also, you know, follow us at Lethal Lipz on Lethal Lipz Podcast on Facebook. Lethal_Lipz with a Z _podcast on Instagram. Also, my name is Urban_Classic, so that's URBAN _CLASSIQ. That's on Instagram. We have Miss Silva over here.
King Sylvie, you heard. King Sylvie, KINGSILVY. I'm available for all follows.
And she likes nerds, so.
And I do like nerds.
Tune in next week. We'll have more target practice. Guys.
Gang, gang.